Okay, good evening, everyone. I call the city council meeting for November 25th to order. At this time, we'll have a moment of silence, Thanksgiving. Maybe think about what you're thankful for. Thank you. Sorry, my voice. Every now and then it goes out today, so I apologize if that happens. If you'd please all stand and join Alderman Reinhardt in leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United
The flag.
States and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Mr. Krupp, you'd be kind enough to call the roll for tonight.
Ardon. Here. Kelly.
Here.
McGinnis.
Here.
Reinhardt.
Present.
Grip. Newton.
Here.
Lynch. T-Dunn.
Here.
Jobson.
Here.
And Burkholder.
Here.
8 present, Your Honor.
Very good. Thank you. Again, good evening and welcome everybody as we begin the city council meeting. I'd like to welcome everybody in attendance and anybody who's watching through any particular electronic device. We respectfully welcome your comments and opinions, and please keep in mind that as you share your thoughts, you're sharing them with your fellow Davenporters and anybody throughout the region. We're happy you're participating in your city government, but please keep in mind that as you share your thoughts, you're sharing them with your fellow Davenporters and anybody throughout the region. For folks in here, if you'd be kind enough to put your phone on silent, simply doesn't get in the way of anybody talking. When it's appropriate, please come to the podium. We'd love to know your name, ward, or address. If you're not from here, we'd love to know where you're from. Please address the council as a body and not to any one individual. We'll be respectful of you. Please be respectful of us. Thank you. Will an alderperson please move approval of the city? And I'm just going to interrupt here. If people online, if you could just be kind enough to not make extra noise, I'd appreciate it. Sorry with that. We're just picking up some background stuff, so thank you. Will an alderperson move approval of the city council meeting minutes for November 12th, 2025?
So moved.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Very good.
Aye.
Very good. Any opposed? Thank you. Mr. City Administrator Gleason, is there anything tonight?
Real quick comment, just want to wish the community from the city staff happy Thanksgiving and safe travels if you're on the road.
Thank you, sir. Will alderperson now move approval of the report on Committee of the Whole for November 19th, 2025?
So moved.
Motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Very good. Any opposed? Thank you. Okay, we have two appointments this evening. I'll read both and ask for a motion to approve. To Civil Rights Commission, Charlene Upchurch Taylor is a reappointment and Frank Holly is a reappointment. Is there a motion to approve? Motion and second to approve. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Very good. Any opposed? Thank you. Next is petition communications. I'll just share again also. Happy Thanksgiving for anyone and be weather aware. Tomorrow, if you're traveling, very windy. And of course, you're probably following a potential snowstorm coming for Saturday. So pay attention and make sure your vehicles are squared away and maybe call ahead or let people know where you're going. So just be aware, especially for the first time when a snowstorm hits for the first time. Sometimes it's a little bit of a challenge. So anyone else? Very good. Moving to the individual approval items on the discussion agenda, we have a couple. So the first one is the second consideration of an ordinance for case ORD 25-02, being the request of the City of Davenport to amend Title 17 entitled Zoning of the Municipal Code of Davenport, Iowa, regarding solar farms as a principal use and freestanding solar panels as an accessory use. Is there any public comment? Seeing none, will an alderperson please move second consideration? Motion second. Any discussion from council folks? Just good. Mr. Krupp, please call.
Mayor Manson? Mayor Manson?
Yep, okay.
Alderman
Alderman McGinnis, do you have a comment, please?
Yeah, I just want to thank the folks in planning, Laura Berkeley and Matt, for providing me. I had a number of questions through this process, and they've done a wonderful job of providing that information to me. And I know it took extra time for them, and I just wanted to thank them for that. Thank you.
Very good. Anyone else? Okay, Mr. Krupp, please call the roll for second consideration.
Kelly.
Yes.
Burkholder.
Yes.
Reinhardt,
Yes.
Jobson,
Yes.
McGinnis,
Yes.
Ardon,
Yes.
T-Dunn,
Yes.
and Newton.
Yes.
8 yeses, Your Honor.
Very good, that moves to third. The next one is a first consideration of ordinance for case ORD 25-03, being the request of Leverage Holdings LLC to amend Chapter 17.08 entitled Uses of the Municipal Code of Davenport, Iowa, to allow wholesale establishment as a permitted use in the C3 zoning district and add principal use standards for wholesale establishment. Is there any public with comment? Name, order, address, please.
I am attorney for the petitioner. So not much to add since the committee of the whole meeting. Obviously, the objective is to put wholesale establishments in C3. And again, the idea is that anything that helps stabilize and re-energize those C3 districts are good for the property owner and we think are good for the city of Davenport. Again, we're here to address your questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anyone else from the public? Very good. Will an alderperson please move first consideration? Motion and second. Any discussion from council folks? Okay, Mr. Krupp, please call the roll.
McGinnis,
Yes.
Burkholder,
Yes.
Reinhardt,
Yes.
Ardon,
Yes.
Kelly,
Yes.
Newton,
Yes.
T-Dunn,
Yes.
and Jobson.
Yes.
8 yeses, Your Honor.
Very good. That moves to second consideration. The last one is a resolution accepting work completed on the Riverview Terrace Park ADA Accessibility Project as part of the 2024 Residential Alley Resurfacing Program by Emery Construction Group of Moline, Illinois, in the amount of $58,588.80. Is there any public with comment? Please.
As I mentioned last week, now I was involved in
Ma'am, I
meetings.
know we know your name, but please.
Cheryl Shagner, Third Ward.
Thank you.
Meetings dating back to late 2019, early 2020. And in the beginning, Chad Dyson from Parks Department was involved and the funds were gonna come out of the Parks Department. Brian did come to a couple of meetings and now I understand that it has become a part of the alley resurfacing program. And I think that explains why it looks so crappy. That was a 130-year-old park. That park was dedicated to the city in 1894 by the American Daughters of the Revolution. Historic park, part of a historic district. And it looks like crap. It looks like an alley. My disappointment level again is high. I understand the idea of saving money, I really do. But when the city blows the money that it blows and the way it blows it, penny wise, pound foolish is what this comes down to. Because if you've not driven by the park and see what has happened and see how bad it's gonna be, how that water is going to pool, how that water is going to freeze, how cars are gonna be in accidents there. We've already had one already at Washington and Clay, before it was even finished, the work was even finished. I've been told, I've heard over and over, that council cannot direct city staff. Through this process, city staff was directed by one council member and only one council member unilaterally. I asked over and over, is it the city telling us this? Is it the city telling us that? My alderperson said, no, it was not the city, it was her. So, one of the reasons I am here is because of this situation. One of the reasons why I have been a pain in your butt for the last 2 years is because of this park and this situation. You're gonna have to pay the contractor. They did the way it was designed, but the way it designed is terrible. It is not an alley, it is a disappointment. It is a disappointment, it is a blemish on this city, it looks terrible. You took a destination point and made it an alley.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, will an alderperson please move this resolution? Motion and second. Any discussion from council folks? Very good. Mr. Krupp, please call the roll.
Kelly,
Yes.
Ardon,
Yes.
Burkholder,
Yes.
Newton,
Yes.
T-Dunn,
Yes.
Reinhardt,
Yes.
McGinnis,
Yes.
and Jobson.
Yes.
8 yeses, Your Honor.
Very good, the resolution is adopted. The next, is there a motion for approval of all items on the consent agenda? Motion and second for all items on consent. Mr. Krupp, please call the roll for consent.
Jobson,
Yes.
T-Dunn,
Yes.
Burkholder,
Yes.
Reinhardt,
Yes.
Ardon,
Yes.
Newton,
Yes.
McGinnis,
Yes.
and Kelly.
Yes.
8 yeses, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. Consent's approved. Next is, are there any other ordinances, resolutions, motions? There are not. And the next, is there any public with business tonight, other than what was on the agenda? Name, order, address, love to know where you're from, if you're not from here, and you'll have 5 minutes,
Good
please.
evening, Jody Walker,
Thank
First
you.
Ward. I stand before you asking council to find a mechanism that will mandate information to be more effectively shared across council and to demand hidden agendas to stop. Time and time again, issues have come up to where one or two council members are knowledgeable about a specific topic, and such as the Victor gift, and other council members are left in the dark. This council could be so much more effective if information is openly shared among its members, instead of waiting till the golden hour. To that end, I will also ask why Public Works, Safety, Finance, Economic Development Committee meetings do not appear to be open to the public in accordance with Iowa law. This would be a huge step in restoring trust among the public in our city leadership, as well as help ensuring all council members possess the necessary information to effectively lead the city. Next two keywords, ethics and integrity. As council, elected leaders of this city, you are held to a higher standard. In my mind, you have both ethics and integrity until you have proven otherwise. Some members on the council clearly have a strong sense of both, while others have demonstrated on multiple occasions their lack of both. You must start holding one another accountable. A conflict of interest is defined as a situation in which a person or organization is involved in multiple interests, financial or otherwise, and serving one interest involves working against the other. Clearly, there's a conflict of interest. When you serve on city council, your allegiance should be to the city of Davenport. You have a fiduciary responsibility to the taxpayers of Davenport. However, when you serve on a board of directors for another organization such as Figgy, your allegiance is to that organization. If these two paths cross and require a vote, this is a conflict of interest. In fact, that we have a sitting alderperson that also sits on the Figgy board possess the background knowledge dating back to 2017.
So, ma'am, I'm just going to pause you. So if you continue to talk about conflict of interest, all of that, fine, but if you're talking about the Figgy issue or the Victor thing that was already,
No,
that's, people, please. Okay, so it's been tabled, I just wanted to know, so please just know that we're considering it, that's all I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you
fine,
very
Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna be here next week to talk about it, so I'm gone. And voted on the Victor Estate issue, and their capacity on both boards is a disgrace. This issue has once again demonstrated that some members of council struggle with the extremely basic concepts of integrity, ethics, and avoiding conflicts of interest. I implore any council member with a conflict of interest to recuse yourself from future votes regarding the Victor Estate money for the Figgy. I also expect the remaining council members to hold one another to a higher standard and not stand aside. Now, I'd like to welcome our new city administrator. I think your cup is runneth over, and I hope you're up for it. Staying on the topic of the Victor Estate, who wrote this contract? Who reviewed it, and who determined it to be acceptable to forward it to council for approval? These are key questions to be addressed because it is evident they do not have the city's best interests at heart and should reflect on their priorities. Are they involved in the hidden agenda? Not only because, once again, do we have an issue being presented to the board after fact ratification because the city is essentially waiving $1 million and accepting unknown liabilities, which is essentially a blank check. Staff should ensure they are protecting the city's interests in every matter they are part of. Using this current Victor agreement and the Modern Woodman contract as examples, clearly we have staff that don't understand this. Your staff has repeatedly shown not to protect the city's interests. Maybe it's time they are employed elsewhere. They too must be held to a higher standard. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, please, thank you.
Cheryl Shagnon, Third Ward. And hers was really nice and written out, and you probably won't need to take notes for mine. I apologize, you have 2 more left. But since I won't say the word, I'm gonna point to the hat and tell you I am really tired of this. And this has been going on for too long in the city of Davenport. The things that she referred to, council not knowing, things being done behind closed doors, meetings, business being conducted. That's a bunch of, think about that fountain, $1 million fountain in the city of Davenport, how wonderful it could be, how beautiful it could be. Kids could toss pennies in it. Maybe it could be a splash park combination fountain. But right now, what it is it's a bunch of confusion. So I really do care about the city of Davenport, but what I know is there are a bunch of people here that are full of, and I'm really tired of their bull. One of these days, I will really lose mine. I expect to hit the fan really good when all of the information comes out about this estate and the gift. It's gonna hit the fan, big time. Storm. Some people are gonna go crazy over it. Some people know it's a bunch of horse bull. What's been done is bad, crazy. Hopefully when it's all said and done, there's a couple people who are up creek without a paddle. They're on the list, because we know they should be if they are not in deep. Because bottom line is, that's a lot of. When I first heard it, I thought to myself, you gotta be me. So I'm done shooting the don't be a shit head. I made it all the way to the end. Have a great Thanksgiving, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, very good. Is there any final comments from council folks? Alderwoman Newton.
Thank you. For the record, I too am tired of the emoji hat brought forth by Third Ward constituent.
Anyone else? Council folks? Okay. Mr. Huff, are we good? Since I don't see your sign, I'm going to just, before I say this.
Yeah, so obviously a request for executive session or closed session was made for tonight. As you can see, there's 6 council members present in the room, 2 on the phone. The Chapter 21 says that in order to enter closed session, you must have 2/3 of the entire body vote to go into closed session, or the entirety of the body present. So in this case, in order to go into closed session, we would need 7 votes. We have 7 votes here. There's no current rule that says all members who vote to go into executive or closed session need to attend, only that a quorum must be present in order to return to open session. So should the quorum vote, or should the quorum drop, or should a quorum not be found, which we would have if all 6 members present in the room attend, we are okay to have a closed session if council wishes. It would be my express wish that we proceed with a closed session. I have time-sensitive matters that need to be discussed with council, or otherwise I'd ask that we delay. But since they are time-sensitive, I would ask that we still enter into closed session.
Thank you for that clarification. I will just take a privilege and ask, is there anyone here, because that's significant, that's not going up? Fair enough. Okay. A motion, I'm sorry. Will an alderperson move to go to executive session to discuss strategy with counsel and matters involving litigation pursuant to Iowa Code Section 21.5? Motion second. Motion has been moved and second to go into executive session. Before I have Mr. Krupp call the roll, just as we usually do, council will adjourn the meeting after the executive session and will not return to council chambers. Mr. Krupp, please call the roll to go in executive session.
R. Dunn?
Yes.
T. Dunn?
Yes.
Jobson? Burkholder? McGinnis?
Yes.
Newton?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
And Reinhardt? 8 yeses, Your Honor.
Very good. We'll go to executive session. I ask the members that are here to make your way up, and please be there. Thank you.